So many of the people that God used in the Bible were young people. Trace the scriptures from Genesis to Revelation and you will discover that many of the people that the Lord chose, He chose in their youth. Of course, the Lord used older people as well. Moses was 80 years of age whenever God called him to lead the children of Israel. But by and large, the Lord oftentimes chooses young people. Do you remember David? Whenever he slew Goliath, it was said concerning him, Goliath is a man of war from his youth, and thou art but a youth. Do you remember the lad with the lunch? Do you remember the little maid that witnessed to Naaman's wife about Elisha the prophet who would recover him of his leprosy? Even the disciples, many people believe, were young men whenever God called them. Young men, maybe in their early 20s. Jesus Christ was often referred to by his followers as rabbi. And I heard somebody say during the week that oftentimes the rabbi, the teacher, had to be of a greater age than those that he taught. And so many people believe that the disciples, the apostles, were young men whenever God called them. The book of Ecclesiastes says, remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth. And I know that some that listen to these devotional messages are young people. Can I encourage you to give your life to God whenever you're young, to surrender your life to the Lord in your youth and your youthful days? Sometimes people get married, they get their qualifications, they enter into full-time employment, they buy a home, they settle down, they join a church, and all of those things are fine. But if they haven't consecrated themselves to the Lord, even before those great events in their lives, so easy it is to get settled down into normal Christian living. Of course, that has its place. But God, I believe, is looking for young people who will consecrate themselves to the Lord. David asked a question, who then is willing this day to consecrate his service unto the Lord? Will you be that young person who goes through with God? Will you be that young person who gives your life to the Lord? So many people as well down through history that God used were young people. Some of the great pioneer missionaries were young people. Henry Martyn and David Brainerd. Some of the great revivalists as well were young people. Robert Murray McCheyne and Evan Roberts and such like. And whenever you look at the history of any great awakening, there's always a move of God amongst the young people. I encourage you as a young person, give your life to the Lord. It's important for young people as well to fellowship together, and we would like to give you a very warm word of invitation to our September youth rally here in Lisburn in the Free Presbyterian Church, just in the new annex beside the main church building. Saturday night, the 21st of September, 7:30. Joshua Moffat, the Reverend Joshua Moffat, a young man from Bangor, is going to be coming to challenge the young people that night, and we hope to have a testimony or two as well, and some good singing, and then a time of refreshment and a time of fellowship after. We had a great youth rally back there in June, and we're picking up after the summer where we left off, and we hope to have a greater crowd in, and we want you to advertise this, want you to send this little devotional to your friends, and come along to the youth rally. 7:30 we're going to kick it off at on the 21st of September, and we hope to see you there. Good place to meet other young people, to get challenged, to get stirred, to get sharpened in your Christian faith. So Saturday night, the 21st of September 2024 at 7:30, the Reverend Joshua Moffat, and we hope to see you there. So share this with your friends, put the date down in your diary, come early, get a seat, prepare your heart, and let's see what the Lord does through the preaching, the simple preaching of His Word in an atmosphere, we trust, of prayer. May God bless you. Thank you for joining us, and please share this with other young people. See you there, 21st of September, 7:30 in Lisburn. Bye-bye.